Once again in our kitchen is Chef Scotty from the Riley Street Station. Today you are making Swiss steak from where?
Swiss steak from Outerspace.
Nice. So what do we need for Swiss steak?
Swiss steak. Today we're using a top round. You can pick a top round up at the store. You can pick a butt roast, bump roast,
Okay.
butt roast, bump roast.
What kind of pounds are we talking here?
That's about 4 or 5 pounds.
4 or 5 pounds.
Well, we're gonna take some of the fat off. We're gonna cut it thin, and then we're gonna pound it down. Let some of the stress out.
All right, I like that.
Then we're gonna flour it.
Okay, and what other ingredients do we need for this dish?
We got crushed tomatoes. Now, that's the thing. Some people make brown sauce with Swiss steak. To me, that's pot roast. I make red sauce.
Okay.
We have carrots, celery, onions. We're gonna garnish it with shaved Parmesan.
I love shaved Parmesan.
So-
Why does it seem so much better than grated?
You're getting more of a bite.
Okay.
You get more of a bite.
All right, and any other ingredients we'll need?
Just a little love.
Just
We got that here.
We definitely have that here. All right, well, we'll get cooking in just a little bit, but for now, we'll send it back to you. I'm back. I'm with Chef Scotty from the Riley Street Station. We are making Swiss steak, and you were just actually trimming some of the fat off of this rump roast here.
Well, we cut them down into between 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch steaks. So what we're gonna do, the best way to do these, is we're gonna put them in a nice Zipline bag, because we want to pound them down till they're nice and thin.
So how do you know, because sometimes you want to keep the fat on because it adds flavor. How do you know when you should be taking the fat off and when you should keep it on?
Well, we kept a little fat on, because once you're cooking it, the fat will melt down.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't want too much, because you don't want to be biting into just like a piece of butter, you know?
Right.
No.
Gross you out.
So, I mean, if it's in the center of like a ribeye, that's what you want that for. You want that flavor coming out. But this dish, we're gonna flour it. We're gonna brown it in a saute pan. We don't want no fat left on it.
Okay, so as a rule of thumb, if it's kind of surrounding the outer portion of the steak, that's when you trim?
Yeah, that's what you want to trim.
Okay.
You don't want much fat on the outside.
Okay, perfect. So we're gonna start pounding?
We're gonna start pounding these down. This is one of the times you use the big mallet here. So, but before you start using the big one, you use a small one, just to break the muscle down.
I think I need one of these in my kitchen.
And then double it up so you don't rip through it. This is when you're mad at people.
Take it out on the steak?
So now we're gonna put that in flour, start to brown them, and build our pot with flavor.
All right, and we'll be doing that next, but will you let me have a hand at pounding these steaks out?
Go ahead.
All right, awesome.
Let that frustration out.
All right, back to you. Today is Chef Scotty, looking great. You have your Outerspace gear on today because we are cooking
Swiss steak from Outerspace.
All right, perfect. And you have trimmed it off the fat. You've pounded the steaks.
With your help.
With my help.
With your help.
And now we are ready to throw these in the pot.
Okay, so we got our olive oil heating up. It's a big pot. People say, why are you doing it in a big pot? I don't want to dirty 2 pans.
I like that.
What we're going to do is we're going to brown, we're going to pull out, and then we're going to put our mirepoix in and build flavor. So we need some texture. So we're gonna flour both sides of this, and it's gonna make like a coating on it.
Okay.
Almost like shake and bake, but just flour. So our burner's having fun today.
Should I try to turn that down a little bit, try to get rid of that
No,
noise?
we're gonna switch.
Okay.
We're gonna put it in the center. If you could heat the center one.
All right, I can do that.
All right. There we go. No more technical difficulties.
That's right.
All right, so hot pan, you could already see it cooking.
A little sizzle to it.
Yeah, that's what we want. You never want to put something in a cold pan. So, you know when you like these questions, I know you do. Swiss steak, when did it arrive? Do we know that?
Oh gosh, I don't know that.
It started in the 1930s, but it got popular in the 1940s. Do you know why?
Why?
Who made Swiss steak? And it also helped them out too. So why this is brown and why we're thinking about that, we got celery, carrots, and onions. That's a basic mirepoix. So you'll see why we're keeping this basic mirepoix at the end.
All right.
So we're gonna salt and pepper this.
And while we're kind of cooking away here, tell us a little bit about Riley Street Station for those people who haven't been able to visit the restaurant yet.
So Monday is buy one, get one wing night. Oh, we got like 19 flavor wings. No one knows that. So
you've made them on the show before, and I have to say, they are so good. I loved the Parmesan garlic one. Oh my gosh.
That's a big seller.
So good.
So you buy 10, you get 10.
Good deal.
Wednesday, Axel Trivia. No one can get, Axel's got some questions.
So what are your hours of operation?
We open at 11, 12 on Sundays. The kitchen closes at 10 during the week and 11 on the weekends.
And you're serving up lunch and dinner at Riley
Okay,
Street.
so these are brown. So, okay, ready for the answer?
I'm ready.
Reynolds wrap.
What?
Yeah, how about that? So, we had our carrots. We had our onions. We're gonna add our celery. So, we're gonna start cooking this down. Our steaks are nice and brown right now.
So will these be well done then?
Well,
By the time you're done, or can you cook them to your liking? I mean, how do you recommend these?
after we brown it, we're gonna add our tomato sauce.
Okay.
Right now, we're gonna season a little more. We're gonna add a little garlic. Oh, we turned the wrong burner on, huh? What do we got?
We're having issues with the burners
We got a new stove here. We got a new stove here. New guy in the kitchen. All right, there we go. We're ready now. Okay. Garlic, salt, and pepper. Now,
You
want to give me a little beef stock?
all right.
One ladle's good. Beautiful. The glaze is the bottom of the pan. So now, a good crushed tomato product.
And how can you tell the difference? If you're headed to the store, what do you know to buy?
Well, it depends on what you're using the dish for. This tomato product I used over the years, so I know what to expect. I mean, that's the first thing. You got to be comfortable with a tomato product. So we're going to do a little more stock.
And we're quickly running out of time. So how much longer do you think we have for this dish? How long will we let this cook
Okay,
down?
we're going to put this in the oven, and we're going to let it cook for an hour.
Oh, wow.
Okay? And this is what we come up with.
Ooh, I'm excited to see this.
Okay? So we have our vegetables in here.
Oh, that looks good.
Nice plate here. So, look at that. Look at all our vegetables. Right on there. Beautiful.
Welcome back. Chef Scotty is ready for our second helping. We made Swiss steak before, and we're going to use that
Swiss steak
to make soup
with red sauce.
with red sauce,
Red sauce.
not brown sauce.
Not brown.
Then it would just be a pork roast.
Oh,
or a
man.
beef roast.
I could get in a lot of arguments with some grandmas, I bet. Because of old school, they probably make brown sauce.
Let's not do that. That does not sound like a good idea, Scotty.
Okay, so so now the next day, we pull out our fridge, we have Swiss steak left from the night before. What's the making for it? There, beef vegetable soup. So we have beef stock going. So what we're gonna do, and this meat's already nice and tender, so we're gonna just cube it up.
Start to finish, how long is this soup going to take us?
This, because it's back to a coldness and everything's cooked though, you just gotta bring it back up to temp. It probably would take you 15 minutes to have a nice bowl of soup.
Oh, that's great.
So
especially for busy moms on the go.
Our meat's cut, our vegetables, because you don't want to choke a horse, so you gotta chop it up. So once it's chopped, you're making a little bit of mess, but you know what? The next day, so we're gonna put it all in. The beef stock's warming up right now. By the time that beef stock comes to a temp, you know what we're gonna have? This is what we're gonna have.
A little surprise over here.
Because the magic of TV.
Of course.
This is what we end up with. So, what we did is we just reduced everything. The more Swiss steak you put in, the redder it's going to get because we use tomato product. But look at this.
And you didn't add additional red sauce, right?
We didn't add nothing. We just added the Swiss steak.
Oh, so beautiful, Scotty.
What we're going to garnish it with is a little shaved parm, a little fresh parsley.
And we're already out of time, but I'm going to try this. Thank you so much, Chef Scotty. And for now, back to you.